No bandits, terrorists, negotiators, sympathizers should be spared. IBB. Former military head of state General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida IBB has issued a stern message to the federal government as Nigeria battles a fresh wave of kidnappings and terrorist threats. In a post on his official X formerly Twitter account, the retired general said authorities should not spare anyone involved in terrorism. He warned strongly against negotiating with criminals. They've been negotiating since, stressing that security agencies should confront violent groups with full force. He was no bandits, terrorists, no terrorist negotiators or terrorist sympathizers should be spared for disrupting the peace of Nigeria. If I was the president, that would be my message to the Nigerian military and state governors. We can go band for band. We are not negotiating. Exactly. And negotiating with them. Let's give them what they want. As how? Are they the only ones suffering in the country? What exactly do they want? That man, woman is telling us, give them what they want. They are not educated. They are suffering. They are this. They are that. Are they the only ones suffering? We can actually go band for band. Let's go band for band. Band A for band A. It is where IBB's comments come at a time when several states are facing renewed security challenges. In Kwara State, residents of communities in Ekiti and the Ifeolodun local government areas have raised concerns after armed groups abducted travelers and farmers in recent days. In Kebbi State, bandits reportedly invaded parts of Danko, Wasago, and Sakaba local government areas, taking villagers away and forcing many families to flee their homes. Niger State has also remained tense following multiple abduction incidents, including the recent kidnappings of school children and farmers across Shiroro, Monya, and Rafi local government areas. Hussein Enfon says that would have happened if they were Igbos, but not with Fulani Muslims. Polycarp Ochoa says Tinubu is using them to continue to manipulate election results. He's a very funny old man. Tinubu can never change his ways in Nigeria. Abu Musa says, and yet you supported this weekly to become the president. Let the military take over then. If you are really concerned about the situation. Adegerin says, correct. Are they going to do it? You think they are going to do it? You think they are going to go band for band? Ujena says, General IBB, I thought you were so sick and incapacitated to comment on some burning national issues, knowing you as a gap-toothed manipulating and treasury looting ogre. What moral rights do you presume to have such that you're advising us on the best way to handle the Islamic terrorists in our midst? What were you thinking about when you single-handedly went and registered Nigeria as a member of the Organization of Islamic Conference? The evil that men do lives well after them. It is better. Just at least what he's saying is okay, sha. Helen Carter says, Sir Ibro, we would have listened to you, but you are also part of the falling Nigeria because you only decide without proper thinking. Imagine systematically you just added Gumi to it, whereas it is only true that Gumi is a pretender and he knows all the political leaders involved. Once he's apprehended, we will listen to him and know the people to buy without messing. Okike Danity says, Mr. IBB, are you sure that same people you are talking to are free from your accusations? Oriko says, that's the general. Do not spare sponsors. Those who aid them and pay them, arrest and charge them for treason. At Moon Atri says, I think Umi is really in trouble now. This thing might just be for mouth. I beg you. It might just be by mouth. They might not do anything. But let's watch and see, sha. Francis also says, Tinubu does not know what is going on around him. That is his problem. He knows. He actually knows what is going on. He knows everything he watches the news. He knows what exactly is going on. He just doesn't want to do anything. Moleto says, Oga IBB, Nigeria and Nigerians don't know the role of the present military in Nigeria. We have no trust, no confidence in Nigerian police, DSS, EFCC, SSS, judiciary, and Nigerian military. Again, please, trust them, okay? It's only yourself that you should trust, though. How did you notice that Tinubu will never negotiate with bandits and terrorists? They must be wiped out of the country. Who will never negotiate? But he has been allowing Gumi to negotiate. Don't know what you're saying. As Ladi says, President Tinubu and Gumi are negotiators of terrorists. Exactly. They've been negotiating since. And I'm sure the president is very much aware. Very, very much aware of it. Black Solomon says, yes, this may be the only way to handle insecurity in Nigeria. In the end, after Nigerians and foreign nations who believe that talking rubbish argument or debating is way forward for solution to Nigeria's problem, and not or without taking any genuine actions, as the quote said, the hard way, the only way. Also, fact is, devil and devilish people never repent. They never repent though, but they'll come and tell us that bandits have repented. Also, ignorance is hard to heal, even harder to heal than madness, as the proverb said. Man F. Young says, I guess your advice is to the wrong people because their body language seems to suggest excuse me, that they are the real terrorist sympathizers. Prospective says, that people know they joke with anyone. Who be you now? If the man was there, we will not be saying this nonsense. Imagine bandits gallivanting, proudly showing off the money they are collecting from our citizens, even with pride, to appear on TikTok. Yes, these people do live shows on TikTok, and yet you say you don't know where they are. You can't track them with their TikTok live. It is well. Adrian says you will have helped them. Now, what you planned many years ago has overgrown beyond recognition. Exactly the thing, it has grown beyond their powers. They can't cope it any longer. They can't control it any longer. And you are talking. Say, Karma is slowly catching up. Prospective says Gumi should be apprehended as the number one suspect. As the number one, is even number one. Now that this year, why is it that Northerners really comment on this terrorism of a thing and they are the most affected? Are they afraid or they have skeletons in their cupboards? I don't know. About Progress says, if we were to be able in power, most of these terrorists and their sponsors plus negotiators would have been executed long ago. At Lawson says, exactly what Bangida has said is what the federal government should be doing. Anyone who has any kind of trace to terrorism or bandits should be arrested and interrogated, yes. Since, let's go band for band. Job says, I love IBB for the truth. He ever said that any security challenge that cannot be handled in 24 hours, the government has a hand in it. I still believe in what you are saying, sir. Adola says, Amadiri Gumi, if investigated and found guilty, shouldn't be spared as well. At AY says, once it be Ashakeli Tilo, Jagaban year has been cut off. The only thing in the year now, 2027. Daniel says, who is this Abibi now? I say now, for God's sake. Okay now. As Model says, Tinubu's government is a murderous terrorist, banditry, kidnapping, jihadism, unwanted crimes, maiming, insurgency, and criminalized government that is not worthy to exist. So, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.